Subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Rahim was born in a tiny village surrounded by mountains so high they seemed to touch the sky. The air there was crisp, the mornings were painted gold by the rising sun, and the nights were filled with the songs of crickets and the whisper of the wind. His father, Karim, was a simple farmer. His mother, Yasmin, was gentle and wise, often telling him, "The heart that keeps its promises will never be poor." Rahim didn't understand those words then, but life would teach him their meaning in ways he could never have imagined. From his earliest years, Rahim learned the value of hard work. He would follow his father to the fields, his small hands clutching seeds, tossing them into the soil. He would run barefoot through the streams, chase chickens in the courtyard, and listen to his mother's stories at night. Among the children of the village, he was closest to Ayan, a boy the same age as him. They were inseparable. Together they dreamed of leaving the village one day, seeing the great cities they had only heard about. One evening, under the oldest tree in the village, Rahim and Ayan made a pact. "If one of us succeeds in life," Ayan said, "we will come back for the other. No matter what." Rahim smiled and extended his hand. "I promise." Years passed. When Rahim turned 17, a rare opportunity came. A merchant from the city visited the village and noticed Rahim's quick mind and skill with numbers. He offered Rahim an apprenticeship in the city. The night before he left, Ayan walked him to the edge of the village. "Don't forget," Ayan reminded him. Rahim laughed. "I'll return for you." The city was unlike anything Rahim had imagined. Towering buildings, streets filled with merchants calling out their goods, the smell of fresh bread mixed with the scent of spices from far-off lands. Rahim worked hard, learning the trade, saving every coin. But with the city came temptations: the desire for finer clothes, bigger houses, and more wealth. Letters to Ayan became less frequent. Months turned into years. One day, he stopped writing altogether. Rahim's success grew. By the time he was 30, he owned his own shop. He hired workers, invested in trade caravans, and was respected among merchants. Yet, on quiet nights, when the city slept, he would think of the boy under the tree and the promise he had not kept. One winter, a messenger arrived from the village. The letter inside was from Ayan. The handwriting was shaky, the paper worn. "My friend, times are hard. My father is gone, and my mother is ill. The land is in debt. If you can help, please come. If you cannot, I will still pray for you." Rahim placed the letter on his desk. He told himself he would go, later. Later became months. Months became years. When he finally returned to the village, it was too late. Ayan's house was empty. An old woman told him that Ayan had died 2 winters ago, working himself to exhaustion trying to save his family's land. Rahim stood under the old tree where they had made their promise. The bark was rough under his hand, the air heavy with silence. He had kept his wealth, but lost something far greater. He stayed in the village that night, unable to sleep. In the morning, he sought out Ayan's mother, now frail and thin. He offered her money, land, anything she wished. She shook her head. "You cannot buy back time, Rahim. But you can keep the promises you still have left." Those words stayed with him. Rahim returned to the city, but he was no longer the same man. He began using his wealth to build schools in poor villages, to fund farmers in need, to help young men and women chase their dreams just as he once had. Every year, on the day he had left his village, he would return to the old tree, place a small lantern at its base, and whisper, I didn't keep my promise to you, Ayan, but I will keep it for others. Moral: promises are not just words, they are pieces of your soul you give to another. To break them is to lose a part of yourself. Keep them, and you will live a life richer than gold. Thanks for watching the video.